Man, I'm excited. Woo! Good stuff. Have you ever heard of someone begging to be investigated for a crime?
No, absolutely not.
I have done that in Washington and in Texas because I have committed no crimes. I have committed nothing to prove these allegations in Washington State, and they're civil. They're so crooked in Washington State. These judges should be prosecuted for what they do. They really should be prosecuted for what they're doing, violating people's civil rights. It's disgusting, but they are serious allegations.
Yeah.
And I have begged Texas.
That's another thing I forgot to tell you. These are very serious allegations, kidnapping and, just really bad child abuse, major felonies, no statute of limitations. That's why he's in serious trouble. These crimes happened over 10 years ago, and they're just now recently investigating him over them. And no statute of limitations. He's in some deep shit. Look at the look on his face. He's terrified.
I beg Texas to please investigate me. Please investigate the people that committed the crimes against me in Washington and in Texas by falsely accusing me of things. Specifically, Salazar. She's the key. But I have begged Washington and I have begged Texas, please investigate me. If you think I committed those crimes 20 years ago, please investigate me. Well, guess what? I finally got a call with a detective.
Yeah, you're going to prison. I finally, the detective called him today. They're investigating him. They want to interview him. He's acting like this is good news and he's excited. Look deep into his eyes, y'all. This guy is shitting a brick right now.
So, I'll be able to clear my name.
You're going to prison.
And I've never been so excited to be investigated for a crime, or not even a crime, for false allegations. It's a civil thing. It's not even a crime, but the allegations would constitute a crime if they were true, but they're not true, so they can't convict me of a crime. So they went to the civil court and used bad actors like Salazar to make up and my ex to make lies about me. So good news is I literally begged for me to be investigated for a crime. And I believe it's going to happen now. So we have everything. We can prove my innocence from 20 years ago, which I never committed a crime 20 years ago. All false allegations, we can prove it. And we can prove myself innocent currently. So the good news is I get to, like I said, I've been begging Texas and I've been begging Washington to investigate. The allegations they're felonies, and please investigate me so I can clear my name in Washington State. And then we can hold the bad actors accountable for their lies against me in Washington and here in Texas. So
this guy is such a clown, man. He keeps he wants his few followers to believe. By the way, he recently bought 9,000 fake followers on his Facebook account, but he has about 20 or 30 dumb idiots that still follow him and believe him. And he's got all of them thinking that just everybody's lying and everybody's against him. And there's this big conspiracy to take him down because he's exposing all this corruption, and he hasn't exposed anything. The only thing he's doing is exposing himself and ruining his own reputation. But he's got all these people believing that there's this, even the people in Washington are trying to get him in trouble because that's how much he's exposing the government in Lamar. Like, it's just ridiculous, man. This guy lives in a fantasy world. The meth fumes burnt his brain back in his cooking days, y'all.
So, looking forward to this, man. I've never been excited to be investigated before, and I'm freaking stoked. I mean, my goodness, it's been several months of misery, and like I said, my constitutional rights been violated without due process, and I'm excited. So I'll pop on after the interview with the detective today.
He never did come back on after this.
And I'm serious, man. The detective, we just briefly spoke, but he's probably he was working a late night case last night, but or the night before. So, but he's probably going to go, wait, what? You want me to investigate you for a crime? And I'm going to say, please investigate me for a crime. I'm begging you to investigate me so we can go back, clear my name, restore my rights that were violated.
He just keeps.
And then there will be horrendous civil consequences up there in Washington State and in Texas. And it's unfortunate that Texas wouldn't cooperate and do the right thing to clear my rights, or they won't fix my rights from being violated when they have the ability to do it. But that comes with calling out crooked DAs and bad actors in government and stuff. You don't make friends doing that. I can tell you that. The civilians will like you, but the crooked politicians that are elected and the bad actors in the DA's office, they sure ain't gonna like it. Or the crooked DA. But man,
anybody who Joseph can't pay off and control, he calls them crooked and bad actors. It's ridiculous. There's nobody in the government around here in Lamarck that's more corrupt and more dirty than Joseph Lowry.